right in the middle of a second date. And if you're just joining us, we're about to call the perfect woman. She likes black beans. She's got a hot body. And apparently she just got out of a long-term relationship. The perfect woman. At least according to Daniel, who's on the phone for a second date today. He met a girl named Jill at Chipotle. They were standing in line and they bonded over the fact that they both like black beans. That was the big thing. She's dating material and she's not crazy, because any girl that's single for a long time is usually crazy.
But only girls.
Yeah, only girls though, not guys.
Because he's been single for 2 years.
All right, Daniel, I'm about to give her a call. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, but I didn't say all of them are crazy. Some of them are needy, too.
Oh, my God, Daniel.
Crazy and needy, my bad. Or needy.
Your hypocrisy knows no end. Daniel, have you ever thought, I mean, I'm guessing no to this question, but maybe she's not calling you back because she just got out of a long-term relationship and doesn't want to jump into another relationship?
Nah, I think there was just too much that was good. I mean, she had a hot body. We liked the black beans. Everything you guys said already was true. So
yeah,
man, it does sound like you had a deep connection. You're right.
I think it was probably just too much good stuff all in one day because, I mean, everything was so perfect. She was probably like, wow, I met Mr. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Overwhelming.
Just a little bit shook from that experience. All right,
scared to call Mr. Right.
I'm going to dial her phone number right now and find out if that is the issue, okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Jill, please?
this is Jill.
Jill, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi. Do you know what that is? Do you know what Brooke and Jubal in the Morning is?
Well, I think it's a show.
Yes, it is.
All right,
it's a
Jill.
radio show. Have you ever listened to us before?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, good. It's good. It's good to like not really be sure about that. That speaks highly of us.
Yeah.
I'm calling you today though because we got an email about you from somebody who listens to our show.
Are you sure you have the right number?
I'm pretty sure. We do a segment called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. So we got an email about you from Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So what does he want?
Well, he wants to know why you won't commit to going on another date with him.
Oh.
He told us about when he met you. He said that he really liked you. He thought you guys had a good connection, and he's just confused.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy, I think, and he's pretty cute. I just, it's not really about him right now. It's about me. I know that sounds lame, but just being honest.
Kind of stereotypical.
He told us that you had just gotten out of a long-term relationship, and I suggested that maybe you just weren't ready to enter another one, and that's why you weren't calling him back.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that. Can I just be honest?
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
Well, I was in a long-term relationship, but my boyfriend just received a prison term, and so he's going to be locked up for, I think, 3 years.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
A minimum. And so it's just making it really weird for me right now.
So wait,
So-
are you single or are you still with prison guy?
So when he went away, we were still together, but he said, I'll be in here a while, and he doesn't really want me to wait on him, and he wants me to be happy, which is totally the guy that he is, and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met Daniel the next day, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll see. It's a nice guy, and I don't know. Let's see, but I'm just still not sure.
Okay. So you kind of still have a boyfriend.
Well, I want to be open. It's just a little complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would imagine.
So you did like Daniel, though. You thought he was like a good dude. It's just that you have a ex-boyfriend, sort of still boyfriend who's locked up right now.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was nice being, out and having fun and not thinking about all of these other crazy things. And we had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jill, I also have to let you know that Daniel is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah, he wants to talk to you. And this is not a collect call. There's no time limit on it either. So you can talk to him for a minute if you want to.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to him?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, I am. Unless you hung up. Daniel, are you still there?
Yeah. Hey, Jill.
Hi.
So, why didn't you tell me about this before? I mean, that's a concern for me.
Concern?
Well,
Can you tell me how big this person is, or how tall they are?
What?
Or...
How big? Are you gonna fight him?
Are you scared? What are you saying?
I mean, you're dudes in prison. Like, that's just, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, Phoenix, he's in there for 3 years, so
Yeah, but is it like a white-collar crime or a blue-collar crime? Is he tough, or
I mean,
was he...
you're really strong, so you don't have to worry about any of that. I can tell you're a tough guy a little bit, and I felt really safe with you, so
You can square up with him.
Huh.
He sounds worried.
What are you worried about, Danny? You worried about like you start dating Jill and then in 3 years gets out of jail and then
Yeah, comes right after you.
His name's Phoenix. I mean, this sounds like a really tough dude. I don't know anybody called that.
He's a really nice guy. He's super sweet. He got caught up with the wrong crowd. It's nothing that you should worry about, Daniel. I had a really good time with you, and I know that if anything ever happened, you'd be fine. You've been in a knife fight at least once, right?
Oh,
What?
what'd you say?
a knife
Are
fight?
you for real?
No, I've never been in a knife fight. Why would you ask me that?
I mean, the world is a crazy place. Anything could happen.
Yeah, but you just said a knife. Like, that's the kind of stuff that happens in prison. I'm not trying to be in knife fights all of a sudden.
No, knife fights happen outside of prison, too. They can happen anywhere. And, that's how people usually end up getting locked up in the first place.
Oh,
Well, now we
okay.
got a
Now
little
we're maybe
backstory.
getting a little information on why Phoenix is locked up.
Oh, dang.
Jill, I can't tell if you think knife fight is a positive or a negative for Daniel. Like, what's the best answer here?
Well, he seems like a guy that can handle himself.
Hey, newsflash. I can't handle myself in a knife fight. I'm just telling you.
Is that a deal breaker for you, Jill?
No, I just think he's tougher than he thinks.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do it, bro.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
up
We
for
believe
it?
in you.
Could you give me his whole name so I can Google this and do some research afterwards?
I don't even know his last name.
What?
What?
What are you talking about? Like, he has no last name?
I'm sure he was born with the last name. It's just he never told me the whole time we were dating. He's never used a last name.
you see, we're dating for like 2 years.
This guy sounds nuts. I don't know what to say.
Jill, would you like to go on a second date with Daniel? We'll pay for it. He's got to bring his own knife, though. We're not paying for the knife.
I would.
You would?
I would. Yeah.
Oh.
Seems like he's a little shy, but he's also strong and, just in case anything gets rough out there in the world, I feel like he could protect me.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Daniel,
Uh,
what do you think, man? You got a second date.
I think he just peed himself.
I might have to think about it. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you scared to
Come
say
on.
no, Daniel, or are you really contemplating this?
Well, things have changed because there's another component to this. So I'm not saying no. I think you have a lot of good attributes. Like, your body is amazing. I just need more time to think about this.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Jill.
Jill, does that work for you? He's going to think about it a little bit?
I mean, yeah, Daniel, you could think about it, but don't wait too long. You know who's coming out soon.
Yeah, don't wait 3
Don't wait
years.
too long because otherwise Phoenix will be out and looking for you.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'll do the. I'd better go now.
All right, we'll let you go then.
Bye.
We'll see you later. Good
Oh,
luck.
man.
Today's second date is a shocking one. And I say that because the dude on the phone named Daniel didn't meet his date on an app or anything. He actually met her in real life.
Is that the shocking part? Oh,
I
it
know.
is. Okay.
It's crazy. He emailed in and said he met a girl at Chipotle
What?
standing in line. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize that people actually met that way anymore. So this is going to be very interesting. Daniel, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, pretty good. And you guys?
Pretty good.
Apparently, it's like we're talking to a ghost, like a person of the past who's here in the future.
Yeah, I guess it's weird for people to meet in person nowadays.
Yeah, it is. How does that happen? You just like exchange words
Yeah.
with
Well,
someone?
What? They made eye contact even, I bet.
Wait, like their face looked at your face?
Yeah, I need more information, Daniel. What's the name of the girl you want to call today?
Her name's Jill.
Jill. All right, and tell us about how you met her.
Well, basically, we were just standing in line at Chipotle together, and if I'm completely honest, she's got a hot body, dude. Like, she's got lots of curves, and I mean, it was funny because I noticed her, and she was right behind me, and I just asked. I was like, "So, what are you getting today?"
Oh my God, you were bold. You just turned around and.
Yeah, well, I was basically just trying to be more smooth. I was asking her what foods she was getting and what she likes.
Oh,
And turns out we're both getting bowls.
nice.
And then it turns out we also both like black beans.
No way.
Oh.
Wait a second.
Soulmate.
Wow.
I didn't even know there was another option at Chipotle.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Of course.
Sorry.
Brooke.
Yeah, you can get refried beans. So us both getting black beans is just crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. It's meant to be.
Are you
You
being
guys both
sarcastic?
you bonded over black beans.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, and then she commented on my T-shirt. I had a picture of a baseball player hitting a ball, and underneath it said touchdown. So she
That's kind of funny.
said that was funny, and the fact that she has a killer body and a sense of humor.
She's got everything. Killer
Yeah.
body. She likes black beans just like you, and she appreciated your T-shirt.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, I think your wedding vows are written right there.
I mean, something's going on because it was just too much stuff lining up. I had to go for it.
So
Okay.
wait,
Okay.
did you guys go sit down together at some point, or did you just talk briefly in line?
I didn't ask her outright then, but after our little exchange, I just hung out by the napkins,
Okay.
and she came up and was like, "Oh, you again?" So then I asked her out right there.
You're like, yeah, I've been hanging out by this napkin dispenser for like an hour. It took you so long.
How are your black beans?
So you asked her out right then, and I'm assuming she said yes?
Yeah, and
Dope.
so we had a date the same night.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we ended up walking around the mall. I got to learn more about her,
Awesome.
and I found out that she was in a long-term relationship until recently.
Oh
Okay.
my God, I'm glad you added that last part.
Until
I
recently.
was like, that's a
Yeah.
buzzkill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good if she was in a long-term relationship.
Yeah,
No.
that might be the reason she's not calling you back if she was.
Might be a big reason.
Yeah.
To me, though, I like the fact that she was in a long-term relationship until recently,
Why?
because usually girls that are single for a while, usually there's something wrong. Maybe they're crazy or needy or desperate or all three.
So wait a minute. Aren't you single? How long have you been single?
2 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So maybe
this
you're
is
a little
like one of those
crazy
pot
and
calling
needy
kettle
and
black situations.
all that stuff.
No, I'm a dude that's different. I can be single. It's fine.
Oh, it's different.
Girls.
All right.
I liked you for a second. I liked you before that statement.
Good logic.
Come on, how can you not admit that that's true?
No, it's not true at all. That
Hey,
women
Brooke.
women have to be in relationships to not be crazy. Like none of that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't see the problem. Like it makes total sense.
And
We're different.
That
Did you
is
tell
the
her?
issue.
Did you tell her that on your date? You're like, I'm glad you've been in a relationship for a while, because otherwise you'd be crazy.
No, I didn't tell her that. I just told you guys that.
Okay, good.
We went to a movie together, and we ended up kissing after that, and
Okay.
things were cool.
Okay.
Yes, that's good.
But since then, has she not been talking to you?
I mean, she has. I've called and texted afterwards, and she'll respond, but never to the ones where I'm asking when she's available next. So that's where I'm a little confused, and I need you guys to help me out with this.
Okay.
Well-
You can't think of any reason that she doesn't want to go out with you again?
No. Everything was cool. She liked my sense of humor. I like her sense of humor. Hot body. I don't see what the
Hot
problem was.
body.
Yeah.
Oh my
Keep bringing that
God.
up.
Do you think she caught me staring at her hot body a few times? Because I mean, I was staring, but I don't know if she caught me.
Oh my
Could have been.
God.
Maybe you're staring a little too long at the hot body
Yeah.
and then it creeped her out. I don't know, but we'll
Just even you saying that is creepy every
body.
time.
Yeah.
Hot body.
We'll
Hot
play-
body.
we'll play a
Be
song.
attracted to somebody without being creepy.
we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date. All right?
All right, cool.
Okay, hang on.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
How many second date updates have we done? Hundreds?
Oh my God, thousands.
Feels
I
like
feel
millions. A lot of second date updates. And whenever we're out, like doing an event or at a comedy show or something like that, people always ask me, they go, hey, what happened to so-and-so?
Yeah.
Did you ever get an update on this person? You guys should do a third date update, you know?
All the time.
People always want to know what happens with the people in the second date updates. A lot of times people break up or go their separate ways. Sometimes they do keep in touch with us and let us know what's going on. But I was very happy to hear from a couple recently. You may remember their names, Danica and Mike.
Oh, yeah. Tell me their story again. I kind of forget.
They were on about 4 months ago. It was a really popular second date update. Danica was the young lady who was very emotional and was crying during the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
She
Poor
really
girl.
was upset.
Yeah, like she showed up to her date a little late and just was like
Lost
freaking out,
it.
just crying and wouldn't stop. Well, a lot of our listeners are familiar with this one, but if you're not, we're going to play it again for you because at the end of it, we actually have an update from Danica and Mike.
We do?
Yeah, we don't do this often.
Wow.
But we've finally been in contact with some people, and we do have an update on their situation. It's your second date update right now.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Danica is on the phone with us. Today she wants to do a second date update to a guy named Mike. Apparently they met online and went out, and she's very upset that she's not getting a call back. Danica, how are you?
I'm all right.
Oh,
Right.
honey.
Are you okay?
Well, I mean, I just feel like, I feel like I screwed up a little bit on this one. So, I don't want to cry. I feel really, I feel pretty emotional, and I just feel like it was my fault.
Oh, sweetheart.
you-
Oh, calm down.
Are you nervous to be doing the second date update right now? Is that part of the reason that you're emotional, or are you this emotional about the date that you went on?
It's like everything. I mean, it's obviously not trying to call and be all emotional on the radio. I just, want to start. I just, sometimes I can't stop. So
Yeah. Take a few breaths. We're here to help you out. All right?
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
So tell us about the date.
Well, that's the thing. I was supposed to meet him for dinner, and my dog Monkey, I had to walk her before I left, and she wouldn't go to the bathroom, she just wouldn't go, and I couldn't leave because she'll go in the house.
Yeah.
So I ended up being 5 minutes late.
5 minutes late?
That's not even bad.
It's not it shouldn't be a big deal to be 5 minutes
Did
late.
something happen to your dog?
No, my dog is she's fine. She's
Okay.
fine.
I thought maybe you were upset because something happened to your dog.
I'm just thinking that, I should have been there, and I should have been on time, and I just, I think it shows, poor.
Okay, but you were
I like to be tardy.
Yeah, but you were 5 minutes late though, Danica. It's not the end of the world.
I just felt bad, though,
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Danica, 5 minutes is not really a big deal. 15, 20, 30 minutes late, that kind of gets annoying. 5 minutes late, trust me, I doubt he was really that upset about it.
Well, I mean, 5 minutes is fine, maybe fine for a normal date, but, what if it's, the one, or it's the one you think is your dream man?
Did you think this guy was your dream man?
I met him online, and he is, everything that I want in a man.
Okay, wait, hold on. Had you
No,
ever
I'm
even...
telling you, I'm not like this. I'm not like this.
Take a deep breath.
you're
Again,
fine.
you're going to be okay, Danica. Did you talk to him for a long time before your guys' first date?
Well, I mean, obviously, we talked a couple times, but just his profile is everything.
All right.
Sorry to laugh.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a lot.
keep it down, Jose.
Sorry, dude.
It's okay. I mean, I know it's kind of funny to some people, but it's just kind of how I react.
Well, it's not necessarily laughing at you crying about the situation. It's more, it was 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
And for most people, they would not get that worked up. If that's how you express yourself, that's how you express yourself.
I guess so.
Did you were you this visibly upset when you actually met him?
Well, I was, yeah. I mean, I was driving, and, of course, I was, getting emotional in the car, and I was mad at my dog, and, that's hard. And then I got to the restaurant, and I realized I hadn't even combed my hair, and my mascara was everywhere, and so I was just trying to be, I tried to play it off.
So it was obvious that you had been crying.
Yeah, And I excused myself to the bathroom to go get it together,
Yeah.
And I came out and I sort of just lost it again, I just think he was so sweet, and I started telling him about Monkey, and it was.
What did he do when you started crying?
He's looked really surprised. He's a sensitive person, so sure he was upset for me, but he was being strong.
So you guys continued the date after you were crying about your dog?
Yeah, once I told him what had happened with Monkey, and it made me feel better. We had eaten, and then the date was sort of over anyway. So
okay, how did it end with him?
He gave me a hug, and a really super loving hug, and he just made me feel better. And I said, can I get a do-over? This isn't me. This isn't how I am. And I texted him a bunch of times, not that many, but, enough that I probably thought I would hear back from him by now. So I don't understand why he wouldn't let me just have a do-over.
Danica?
Yeah, but Danica, if I went out on a date with you like that and you started bawling on the date, it would probably freak me out.
Yeah.
Either that or I would start crying too, and then we'd just be a mess, just the both of us at the table.
Well, sometimes I get emotional, and that's just who I am. But,
I think that
I feel I don't love him, but I like this guy a lot.
Whoa. I'm worried about you, Danica,
Yeah.
because this is just the part where we find out what happened on the date, and you haven't even really been able to keep it together.
I'm totally getting it together now. Listen, I totally am all right now.
Okay. All right.
I don't know
Well, we'll play a song,
Do we have to?
come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
I need you to be strong when we come back, okay?
I am. I'm totally gonna wash my face and get it together and
Good.
Okay.
regroup.
Okay, because if you cry twice to him, I guarantee that's going to scare him off.
I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna cry. Even if I get a little shaky, I'll hold the phone away from my mouth so that no one can hear.
If at any moment you just hang up the phone, I'll pretend like the connection dropped out.
Awesome.
If you want to cry for a bit, and then I'll get you back on the phone after, okay?
Okay.
All right, just hang on.
I can do this. I can do this.
Okay, hold on. Remember, before we play the next part of today's second date update, stick around, because we're actually going to talk to Danica and Mike again right afterwards. Apparently, they have an update for us on what happened since we recorded this a few months ago. But first, let's hear part 2 of their second date update.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Normally during a second date update, it's the second part of the phone call when we get the couple on the phone together and they talk that tears come out. It's already happened a lot. And I'm actually hesitant to do today's second date update because I don't know if Danica, who is on the phone with us right now, can handle it. Danica, are you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm going to try and keep it together, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you definitely need to. If you're just tuning in, Danica wants to call Mike. They met online, went out for a date. She was 5 minutes late for the date, but was very emotional about it. She was crying on the way to the date. When she got there, she tried to clean herself up. And then once she actually sat down with the guy, she lost it again and ended up crying during the date. And she isn't getting a call back. And I'm assuming, I don't know yet, but I'm guessing that's the reason why, Danica. It would be very weird for me to go out with a girl and have her cry on a first date.
I know. I know it seems weird, but that's why I'm going to apologize to him and tell him I'm a normal person,
Can I make one suggestion? Because I'm a person, I cry at every emotion. If you start to get emotional, pinch yourself. That's my trick. Because it helps you get out of your mindset of going down that path.
And then it hurts because you pinch yourself and you cry more because of the pain.
Ow!
Yeah. Oh, why'd you pinch me?
I'm willing to try anything, to be honest, and I will do it.
Do you feel strong right now? Do you feel like you could do it?
I do. Took some deep breaths, washed my face.
Okay. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, get him on the phone, and get your second date update.
Okay.
Okay.
You got this.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Mike, please?
This is Mike.
Mike, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, where are you calling from?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. Did I win something?
No, you didn't. I'm calling you because we recently got an email from somebody who went out on a date with you.
Okay.
And she's been trying to get a second date, but you haven't been returning any of her phone calls or text messages. So she asked if I could get you on the phone and find out why.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Her name is Danica, and I'm gonna take a
God.
wild guess and say that you remember this date.
Oh.
Yes, I do. So she emailed you to call me.
Yeah, it's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update.
That's a little awkward, but okay.
What did you think of Danica, first off?
I mean, Danica is a really sweet individual. I mean, she has a really great heart. I would just say that she is a very highly emotional person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really?
We've talked to her about your date, and it was obvious from our conversation that she's very emotional.
Oh, okay, right. So then you got a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a sensitive guy, and I'm a Pisces. I pick up on people's vibes, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it, but I mean, I've never experienced anything like that date ever in my life.
She told us about it and how she was 5 minutes late, and she was very upset about that, and she had been crying before. And
my God, I thought, she ran in the restaurant and had no idea what was going on. She had mascara down her face, and she was telling me about her dog named Monkey, and she literally started crying hardcore at the table. And
did you think at first? Did you think the dog died or something?
That's exactly what I thought. So I'm in shock, because of the way she's reacting to it, but then she was so honestly upset that it was making me upset, and I felt so bad for her, but I didn't know what to do. So she's freaking bawling, and I'm sitting here she kind of got me teary-eyed, and and here we're like a mess sitting in the restaurant, like everybody's staring at us.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah, that would be awkward.
Oh, man.
That would definitely be awkward.
Yeah, it was the most awkward experience I've ever had in my life, and I feel bad for her. I mean, she's got a great heart.
Yeah, it sounds like she's a very sensitive person. I don't know what I would do if I was in your shoes. I'm a sucker when girls cry. Why do you think I can't ever break up with girls? Because they always like to cry as soon as you say I don't want to be with you, and I'm like, all right, well, we'll stay. So I don't know what I would do if I was in your shoes.
Yeah, and finally when we left, I mean, I was pretty much in a really weird mood afterwards. I mean, when someone is deeply, deeply emotional for an hour, I was kind of a wreck, quite frankly.
I would have felt emotionally spent after that too.
I mean, that's the right word to use. Totally spent.
Oh my god.
All because she was 5 minutes late to your date.
Because she was late, and because she couldn't get her dog to use the bathroom or something. That's the craziest part.
Mike, I have to tell you this right now. Danica is actually on the phone listening.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am.
Hi, Mike. I'm so, first I just want to say, listening to you, the way that you just told our story was so sweet, and you're such a nice guy, and I don't know what to say.
Why are you crying now, Danica? You're gonna get me choked up here. Why are you crying?
Because I'm just trying to I'm actually trying not to cry, and that's making me cry more.
Oh gosh. Danica.
Because I really care about you, and I really thought that after all we talked about online, I just knew
you're such a good person, and then I came and then I ruined everything, and I totally a terrible. I just felt
No. Stop. You're not a terrible person. You didn't ruin anything. Okay, I am sorry that that I couldn't deal with the situation properly. I apologize.
But it's like we talked so many times and was like building up towards the date, and then I show up and I'm late, and that's so inconsiderate, and I felt so stupid. And
No. It's okay. It's okay. You were late. I mean, it's that happens. It's not any reason to
Oh my gosh, honey.
No. Don't cry. Come on, Danica. Don't.
Trying not to. I swear. I just wanna say that, and I know you've been avoiding my calls and my texts, and I understand.
I have, and I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay. Come on now. I mean, look. I'm an emotional guy too. I mean, how are we supposed to function as a normal couple if I'm so sensitive and in tune to you, and you're connected to your heart, right? I mean, how are we supposed to balance that? We'd be a walking mess, It's like a basket case of emotions running around the street.
Are you saying you're concerned, Mike, that her being so emotional and you being so emotional, all you guys are going to do is sit around and cry together?
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to sit around and cry, but I mean, I'm saying that I'm going to feed into her feelings, and I'm going to want to, nurture that. But I just feel like that's focused. That's kind of the energy is too focused on one thing. I don't want it to be a negative situation.
I don't think it's negative, though. I mean, I don't think it's negative. I think that you were, such a good, you showed me, what a good guy you were. Just, sit there, and you were so sweet to me and so comforting, and, that's exactly the kind of guy I need.
Hey, look, you are sweet, okay? And that's why I was there. It's just... How are we supposed to function if we can't even have a conversation without you crying,
Mike, would you be interested in trying to have a conversation with no tears with Danica?
I mean, if that's possible.
I can see if it's possible and ask you if you'd like to go out with Danica again. I'll pay for a second date for you guys.
It's possible, I swear.
What do you think, Danica? Do you think we can go no tears this time?
I promise. I'm all cried out. I did it.
We can be happy, and we don't have to. And if I'm late or you're late, it's going to be okay.
Well, I'm not going to be late.
Oh my gosh.
And here's the thing. That you don't even know is that when I'm happy, I'm so happy.
Don't display you have major mood swings. Don't do that. I go from super happy to tears
Danica.
in the matter of seconds. All right. Well, Mike, so you will go out with Danica again?
Let's give it another try.
All right.
That is
awesome.
It's going to be amazing.
It already is.
I can't believe it's happening, Danica. You may have found, you're right, your dream man, all right?
I told you, Brooke,
Yeah.
this is so awesome.
Don't screw it up, okay? No more tears.
No more tears. I'm totally going to keep it together.
Okay. Congratulations, Danica. You got your second date.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much, you guys.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
Mike, thank you very much. I look forward to hearing back from you guys after you go out.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Today's second date update brought to you by Xanax.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You just heard one of the most popular second date updates that we've ever done on this show.
Yeah.
With Danica and Mike, who miraculously agreed to see each other one more time, even after Danica would not stop crying.
She's an
like a
emotional
second.
girl. It's okay.
It's been a few months since we recorded that call, and we have them both actually on the phone right now because people have been asking for this, for us to do updates on the second date updates. Yeah. So, hey, guys, how you doing?
Hi,
how's it going?
Pretty good. Thanks for coming on the show. And so, first question I have for Danica is, last time we talked to you, you were having trouble holding it together. Very emotional. How are your emotions right now? Are you going to be okay?
I know I'm an emotional person, but I mean I couldn't be happier right now, so I feel pretty good.
I'm always curious when people go out on a date after they've done a second date update with us. Is it a more comfortable situation going into it, or was it more pressure because your whole story had been told to everybody and now it's kind of uncomfortable?
Well, I think it kind of gave us something to like go from and talk about and laugh at, I guess.
I think I was definitely more nervous.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know.
Because you heard the way that she was crying on the phone, and you were like, I don't know if I should have agreed to a second date here.
I have to say though, I'm so thankful because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know that we would have been where we are now.
Right.
Wow.
So, Danica, you wrote in saying that you wanted to update our listeners on something.
Yes. Okay. So, well, I mean, we're moving in together.
Shut up!
Really?
That is so cute.
Awesome.
I'm so excited, and everything has really just, I don't know, it's moved kind of quickly, but I feel like we just get each other, and I can't wait. He's my best friend, and he's just everything that I've ever needed or wanted in
Thank you.
a boyfriend. So,
Wow, look at
See,
this,
it's a
so
second date
cute.
update that actually worked out,
So cool.
you guys really helped. I think really did help the situation, I think.
That's
They
good.
sound so happy.
Mike, you told our producer off air that there's an update that Danica doesn't know about that you wanted to share.
Yes, I did.
What?
He's like, we're breaking up.
Yeah, about that.
Oh my
There's
God.
somebody else.
It's been great, however. Absolutely not.
That's not funny, though, really.
Yeah, don't cry, Danica. I'm just joking. You guys are obviously very happy with each other. But apparently you told our producer boy, that you had something that you wanted to tell us about.
So I feel like it's only appropriate since we would have never had a second chance without you guys. And, I mean, I'm so excited that we're moving in together. I'm so excited to be with you. And I think that this is really the first time that I felt so honestly connected to someone.
Aww.
And
Sorry, it's cute.
and I absolutely love you. And you would make me the happiest man if you would marry me.
Oh my God. Are you?
I'm so serious right now.
Oh my God.
Are you just?
She's crying. There it goes.
Of course she's
crying.
Every girl cries at this moment. She hasn't said yes or no, though.
I know.
I'm sorry I'm doing this on the air, but I just feel like it's appropriate. And Danica, I've never been happier
Oh my God, I love you so much.
in my life.
Of course.
She said yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
congratulations. Danica, are you all right?
I can't talk. I can't think.
Yeah, you can take a couple minutes to breathe, Danica. That's fine. Congratulations, though.
Holy crap.
So is that a yes, Danica?
Yes. I was so excited. Oh, my mom.
Something about her mom.
I'm gonna come over to your work as soon as we get off the phone. I'm sorry to do this
Come
on
over
the air,
now,
but
please.
I was going to say, do you have like a ring and all that stuff? Did you already get that all taken care of? Or...
yes, I'm going to bring it to her immediately.
Oh, this is
Oh my
so awesome.
Oh my
Awesome.
gosh.
Well, congratulations, you guys. Thank you for the update.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you guys.
Thank
I
you
mean,
so much.
I feel like we should invite you to the wedding.
Yeah, invite us. I'm down to go.
I love
Oh my
loves
God.
weddings.
Jubal actually cries at every wedding he
I
goes
do.
to, so he'll be right there with you, Danica. Don't worry.
Hey, Danica, I feel like your wedding should actually be sponsored by Kleenex. Maybe we can figure that out.
Moving 92.5. Moving 92.5. Second date update.
We've all had that one person in our life we've had a secret crush on for years.
Oh, is this where you confess your love for me?
Well,
Is
no.
that what you're going to do?
Never.
And Jeffrey, I don't feel the same.
Never, Brooke.
Why
Okay.
would you do that?
Well, for whatever reason, you never asked them out. Maybe it was your childhood babysitter who always had a boyfriend.
Your sexy radio co-host.
Or your mail carrier taunting you every morning with those little blue shorts.
Those calves in those shorts, I'm telling you.
Or maybe you've always had a secret thing for your mother-in-law.
What?
Oh, really?
Why does she keep refilling my wine glass on Thanksgiving? I think she's trying to send me a message.
All right. We've parted ways now, Jeffrey. I'm not seeing eye to eye any longer.
I can put my own napkin on my lap, but if you really want to... Well, we've got a guy on the phone who's had a secret crush for a while now, and he finally made it happen. His name's Kurt. What's up, Kurt?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh, I love secret crushes.
Yeah.
Wait, so how long did it take between crushing and asking her out? What's our time period here?
I mean, we had hung out with friends and stuff, maybe only once or twice.
Okay.
She was with someone, like she was in a relationship, and then I found out she broke up with her ex, and then I only gave it about a week.
Nice.
And what's her name?
Megan.
All right.
So you asked her out?
Yeah, so I asked her out. I had talked to a couple of our mutual friends to see if she was, like, broken up about the breakup, and they said she was fine, so I decided to just go for it. And
What were you feeling?
How'd you do it?
I just cold call.
Cold call. I take it you work in sales. Okay.
Like a telemarketing call?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how she was doing, if she was needed emotional support or whatever. And
Oh my God. That usually works. That's how I got my husband. I said,
Really?
yeah. I was like, oh, do you need a friend to talk to?
Is that a
Yeah.
strategy people use?
Yeah, catch them in their low moments.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Hey,
that.
worked for me.
Hey.
All right.
So that gives me hope. That's a good sign, I
Yeah.
guess. But,
That's
You
good.
could marry
So
this
yeah, I
girl.
asked her out, and we set up plans for dinner.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Dude.
So how'd the date go?
I mean, I think the date went pretty well. Like, when I picked her up, she looked great, and we laughed a whole bunch.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's some things in hindsight that maybe I could have done differently.
Name one of them.
The restaurant we went to, it had automatic doors. So when we got there, I kind of did, like, the Jedi thing to try and open them.
Nice. I've done that a lot of times.
Was she impressed?
She kind of laughed, but maybe thinking back, it was more like a pity laugh.
Oh, come
Well,
on. That's funny.
I mean, that's a dad joke thing.
It
Like,
is, though.
that deserves a pity laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a pretty big Star Wars nerd, so like I brought it up a good amount of times.
Wait, you brought up Star Wars or the joke you did? Did you just keep talking about how funny
Star
you were?
Wars. I did other Star Wars jokes on top of the Jedi thing.
Ah.
This is, I think, where we're getting to the problem.
What else did you do?
I ordered in like a Yoda voice.
Oh no.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, when you said a couple of jokes,
mean-
this sounds
I
like
mean,
the entire night.
Full character?
Yeah, can we hear it?
I was like, chicken parm I will get.
Pretty good.
Yeah, actually, I'm impressed.
I mean, if she's not impressed with that, then you should be dumping her.
No, come on. Why were you doing that? Were you nervous? Like, why were you doing that?
On a date, like, I think it is important to put yourself out there and show who you are, and that's a big part of who I am.
Hey, that's good, honestly.
It's a really good point.
Yeah.
I mean, has she seen the movies? Like, did she know?
She had seen one of the movies, the newer movies.
And look at, you're open-minded enough to want to go out with her again.
No, I figured maybe we could watch it together, like bond over it, see how that goes.
Oh, that's good. You can show her the first ones.
Yeah, and the night didn't end at the restaurant. Like, we went for a walk afterwards and talked, and we're having a good time.
Okay.
Good.
I was trying to actually tell her what movies to watch and what order and all that. And at one point she got cold. I gave her my jacket. She seemed to appreciate that.
Very gentlemanly.
Very Jedi-like.
And then
Very
Yes.
Jedi-like.
Force is strong with this one.
So she didn't seem turned off by the nonstop Star Wars conversations.
no, I mean, in hindsight, again, maybe I was a little heavy-handed on it, but overall it didn't seem to deter anything overall. Like I said, we kept going, and if the Yoda thing wasn't the peak, then,
Right.
It would have ended
Right.
at dinner, for sure.
Well, and you guys
Yeah.
had some romantic moments. Like a guy giving your coat is like
That's
pretty,
cute. Mhm.
it's as cute as it gets.
How did it end?
Well, so midway through the walk, she started saying she wasn't feeling good.
Oh.
And I said, okay, let's go back to the car. Something she ate at the restaurant or whatever wasn't sitting right with her. I don't know. But, the ride home, we didn't really talk. And when we got there, I asked if she wanted me to walk her in, and she said no. She said thanks for a lovely evening, and that was it. So I've texted to see how she's feeling and left voicemails. I've talked to friends. A few friends said they saw her and thought she looked fine. So
Yeah, okay.
She turned to the dark side.
yeah, maybe.
Makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what it was, though. Like,
I don't know. That's why I'm calling you guys. So
okay.
Well, normally this is the time where I'd say we'd play a song and come back, but maybe, Jose, can you do it in a Yoda voice?
Oh, I would love to. Play a song, we will. Be right back.
Back.
Back right be. Will be. Back before you know. Okay, I'm really not good at this.
Okay, yeah, now I understand why she's not calling you back. Kurt. We'll play a song, come back, and get your second date update, okay?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're on the phone with a guy named Kurt. And Kurt is a big Star Wars fan.
Yes.
He made that very clear on his date with a woman named Megan.
Oh my God, this intro has made his dreams come true.
Because Kurt pretended to use the Force to open the automatic doors to the restaurant they went to.
Smooth.
Ordered the meal from the waiter in a Yoda voice.
Not so smooth, but funny.
And then, when the valet brought back the wrong car, Kurt punished him with a Darth Vader air choke.
it's true. That's a thing I can do.
Okay, maybe that one didn't happen.
Man.
But their date did end with a nice little walk before Megan started to feel a little bit sick, and he drove her home. Now Kurt wants another date with her, or else he's going to be flying Han Solo. Thank you.
Oh, very nice.
All right, we can end this second date now. I think we ended it
that
on
was
a
good.
positive.
Yep,
The biggest laugh the whole show.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know if you're single, but it sounds like you're right up my alley there.
That's right.
Hey, Jeff. You get a date too,
Oh my
bro.
gosh. You know what, though? I will say, I think most women I know love a guy who can nerd out about something.
Yeah.
And like it shows that you are interested in something, that you have your own thing, and that you're not pushing it on her. Like you were totally okay that she's only seen one movie.
Yeah, again, thinking back, what could you have done differently? Maybe I came off as too much of a nerd, or some diehard Star Wars nerds get that kind of like creep rep, so maybe it was that.
Yeah, well.
There's a chance she could be a Trekkie, too. So maybe it's just like
that
not
would
really in
make
the stars.
sense.
Dare say that word.
I know.
I mean, I don't want the second date if that is the case.
All right.
Okay,
Hey, see?
all right.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
He's a true Star Wars fan.
Yeah, well, let's call Megan right now and get your second date update, okay?
All right, man, just use the Force, please.
Never ends.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't know if it's a good thing to be forcing women,
No.
but
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it that way.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Okay, let's dial the number. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Megan, please?
this is.
Hey, Megan. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You have a second to talk?
Sure.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
She said yes. Just go with it.
I didn't get the sense that she really wanted to.
Oh, okay. She doesn't.
Why are you guys calling?
Hi, Megan.
We need her.
Okay, I'm calling you because we're doing something on our show right now called a second date update. You ever heard of that before?
No.
Really fun.
That's fine.
It's basically where if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards they're not calling you back, you can reach out to our show and we'll call that person to try and figure out the reason why.
Okay.
All right, and so somebody emailed us about you, and his name's Kurt.
Oh, Kurt.
You remember Kurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not getting a lot of positive vibes.
Nope.
I know.
It's just a little awkward.
Okay.
Between us right now, that's true.
Yeah.
Between you and Kurt as well?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Well, I mean, he told us a little bit about the date that you guys went on, and it sounded okay on our end.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine. He was a nice guy.
Oof.
Oh, that
Fine
hurts.
and
That
nice
hurts.
guy.
Mine's worse than bad.
Is he just too nerdy for you? He told us about how he nerded out about Star Wars and like maybe went too far.
Yeah, he said that he opened the doors to the restaurant using the Force and used a Yoda voice when he was ordering your meals.
Well, I mean, he was a bit of a geek, but no, I mean, he was like funny-ish.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
These are like
The
little
dinner
shots.
was
fine. Yeah, he talked a lot about Star Wars, which was a little weird because I'd only seen one of the movies, and I just didn't understand like half of the jokes he was making. But
So is it just boring? Because it doesn't sound like you enjoyed it at all, and he thought you were laughing a lot, and
Or at least pity laughing.
having fun.
well, when he ordered dinner, he actually did it in a Yoda voice, which was sort of embarrassing, but it was really funny. Like the waiter laughed. He was like, eggplant parmesan. It was just cute, funny. I sound like a Muppet. I can't do the Yoda.
Oh, it's okay.
That's okay. That's a positive.
Yeah, Yoda's universally loved, so
Yeah.
that won you over. Okay, what was it, though, that really turned you off about him?
Well, you know, he was sweet. He was funny, a little bit of a geek. We went for a little walk, but then I kind of faked being sick.
What?
I had a feeling.
Why'd you agree to the walk if you were just going to bail out like that? That's not cool.
No, I mean, it wasn't my plan to do that at all. It was just that I got a little cold, and he was being a gentleman and offered his coat.
Oh, yeah, that would make me leave, too. Screw that guy. I'm an independent woman. I can have my own coat.
Yeah, come with an original move.
It was really sweet, but the thing is that I put my hands in his pockets, and I noticed, I don't think he knew that he had a certain thing in his pocket and forgot to take it out.
What do you mean?
What
did he have, like a lighter or something? He's a smoker and you didn't know it?
No, it was like a false male appendage, if you will.
What?
I don't get it.
He had like a rubber phallic
toy?
Oh, like the D
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
I just got it.
He had one in his pocket?
Wow, how small was his
Yeah.
pocket? Or big? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Size matters. Size matters.
Okay.
Wait, you kind of touched his junk.
No, well,
I mean, really?
Yeah, you're making it worse.
So what is the problem exactly?
Oh my God. What are you talking about? How did you not scream out of surprise? I would have screamed. It's like having like a mouse in your pocket. Not a mouse. I don't even know what to like.
You didn't ask him about it?
No, it's so weird.
Yeah, what are you supposed to say, Jeffrey?
Well, how do you even know what it is?
I'm a girl. I know these things.
Yeah.
All right, well, don't you want to know, like, at least why he did that?
Not really.
I think we should ask him.
I definitely want to know.
Dude.
Megan, we've got to find this out.
Yeah.
Because he's actually on the phone, and he's been listening this entire time and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, he is not.
Yeah. He is.
Yes. Doing how are you, Megan?
Oh my God, Kurt, not the time.
Yeah,
How are
man.
you joking? Did
Not
you hear what
the
she
time.
found?
Wow.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood. Everyone's getting crazy.
Oh my goodness.
So, Kurt, let's first of all figure out, is it what we think it is that was in your coat pocket?
No, I mean, I guess arguably it could be used that way, but
What?
okay, we've clearly established I'm a maybe way too big of a Star Wars nerd here, but it was just, I was going to do one more kind of Star Wars bit, and it was just it's a lightsaber, like a plastic rubber lightsaber, and
A rubber lightsaber. I've never seen
That's
one
what I
of
call it
those.
too, Kurt. Yep, exactly. Hey, honey, pull out your
yeah,
lightsaber.
I swear, it was innocent. It was innocent.
Wait a minute.
Like a flimsy lightsaber?
No, Megan, describe exactly what you felt. Was it smooth or did it have the...
Was it all ribbed? What are you asking?
It was smooth. It was smooth.
Really?
So, I mean, I had like 3 Star Wars jokes lined up just to try and break the ice. The Jedi thing, and then the Yoda thing, and then, I don't know, if like a bug flew by, I was going to take a lightsaber out and just kind of like hit it out of the air.
Or take the what's? Oh my god!
But I couldn't ask for the jacket back to do that once I gave you the jacket, so it just kind of fell apart, and this is just very awkward now.
I thought that lightsabers, weren't they like a sword kind of thing? That didn't feel like a sword.
I mean, I'm sure they have floppy lightsabers too, in addition to the solid ones.
Jeffrey,
don't know.
none of those things are floppy,
Oh.
okay? They wouldn't be much good.
You would know, Brooke. I don't know. But so, I don't. Megan, what do you think? Do you believe him?
I do.
I guess it kind of makes sense because you've got this Star Wars thing happening, but I don't know. I just don't get it.
I'll admit that it's weird, and I definitely took it too far. I understand how it could have been perceived as something more phallic.
Phallic, there you go.
So, Kurt, could you show it to her? Could you show her your personal lightsaber? I'm being serious, because that's the only way you can prove that that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see what's in his jacket pocket. I don't need to see that.
Well, you got to know if it's a vibrating lightsaber or if
It
it's...
kind of lights up. It kind of lights up, but it doesn't vibrate.
Oh, cool. I haven't tried that.
Shut up, Brooke.
All right.
Gosh, Brooke.
Oh, my God. I believe you, Kurt. I actually believe him, Megan.
I'm so uncomfortable.
All right. Well, at this point, I'd like to ask Megan, would you like to go out with Kurt one more time? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I'll pay for it. I think I'll be paying for it.
Oh, now she sounds into it.
No, she doesn't.
I don't think that was a positive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's being really sweet to call a radio station. So
He likes you.
I would say, yeah, if you could keep the lightsaber at home.
I will leave the lightsaber at home.
Hey, all right.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. I just really want to prove that it wasn't the thing you think it was.
There you go.
I don't know if I'll believe you on that one, but we can try one more date and see how it goes.
Successful second date update. Congratulations, Kurt.
Thank you.
You're like Skywalker.
You know, maybe I can use the exhaust port.
Oh my God! I don't want
What
to know
does
what that
that
means.
mean?
Oh my God!
You said Death Star.
Keep your exhaust
Yeah.
port closed.
Kurt, you're freakier than I thought.
Yeah.
I like it.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
We got an email for a second date from a guy named Dan. And Dan only waited 4 days after his date to get in touch with us.
Okay.
Normally,
quick, yeah.
Well, normally people wait like a week,
Yeah.
2 weeks,
At least.
several years before they'll enlist our help.
It's actually, yeah, it's happened multiple times.
But Dan needs instant gratification.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, Dan, you're coming across a little bit needy,
Uh-oh.
and it's turning me on.
No, it's not instant gratification. I just want to figure it out before the line goes cold.
Yeah, Jeff, that's what I thought.
I'm just saying it's working.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she doesn't feel the same way that I do.
We like clingy.
But who do you need to get a hold of? Tell us her name. Because if you're checking in with us after 4 days, it probably means you've called her upwards of like 40 times.
No, like 3 times.
Yeah, anybody in the room believe Dan?
We'll do the radio
Nope,
math on
yeah,
that one.
uh-huh.
And
Times in a minute.
You
Mhm.
multiply by 56, I
yeah.
think.
So what's her name?
Her name's Jody.
All right.
Okay.
Jody, okay.
And how'd you meet Jody?
We met on a dating app.
Okay. What'd you like about her?
So I just like how she was like put together because, you know, a lot of people are just in their yoga pants on the apps, but she was actually like well dressed, put together. And then like when we met up in person, she didn't wear any makeup and still looked good, you know, which I like and appreciate that it's not.
Wow.
She like tries but isn't like too obsessed about it.
Okay.
Most girls would
That's
never
nice.
go on a date without makeup. Well, the girls I'm into.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
about most
What'd you
girls.
guys end up doing for your date?
Well, we decided to just hang out and grab a drink because, you know, you never know what people are like in person and all that.
Sure.
What does that mean? You don't know what people are going to be like in person, so you grabbed a
You
drink?
know, maybe their photos are like 3 years and 45 pounds ago. Maybe the guy's a crazy person, so you meet in public. That's what everyone does.
Have you had
It
those
makes sense.
experiences?
Hasn't everyone on a dating app had those experiences?
Yeah, you're making me sound weird. I'm not the weird one here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I think that that's safe. One drink isn't a huge commitment. It's half an hour tops if
Yeah.
things aren't going well.
Yeah, exactly. But things were going well. You know, we're drinking at the bar. I'm like really into skimboarding.
What's
And
that?
she didn't know what that was. It's like surfing, but instead of being in the water, you're on the sand and run towards the water and then like drop the board and hop on.
Right. It's like, I always thought that was boogie boarding or whatever, but it's different.
No,
it's
that's when
different
you're on
than
your
that.
belly. This you start running and throw the board on the sand, on the
Okay.
wet sand, and go into the ocean.
Yeah.
It looks like it's more painful when you fall.
It's definitely not fun when you fall. That, I would agree with that.
Okay.
That's cool. Was she impressed?
Well, she'd never heard of it, so, you know, I showed her a couple of videos. Then I started actually asked the bartender for like an old cardboard box and started demonstrating it in the bar. There was a little room.
What?
You demonstrated skimboarding in the bar?
Like slow motion. I didn't actually go anywhere, you know, but just the mechanics of it. Like you run, drop, and slide.
What was her response to that?
She was into it, and then after a couple times I did it, she decided to do it. But then, like, she started falling over, but I caught her. Yeah, like, it was kind of...
Oh.
Yeah, so that worked out.
Did you kiss her or when you caught her, or what'd you do?
We had a nice eye contact moment, kind of huggy, grippy, but didn't...
Grippy.
Sounds like things were going well.
Yeah, and then a little while later, I was like, hey, what about coming over to my place to watch a movie? And she was totally down with it.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe a movie, maybe something else.
Right.
Okay.
Because nobody ever just means movie.
Yeah. How'd things go back at your place?
It started out good. We started watching a movie, but, like, my place was a little dirty. Maybe I didn't believe in myself that night before I left. I didn't, like, clean up right.
I know this is going to happen anyway.
I see.
Crap here.
I feel like it always works that way, though, right? Like, it's like when you go out and you're a woman and you don't shave your legs. You're like, well, it's not going to lead to anything. And then you're like, dang it! So hairy.
I mean, it sounds like a match made in heaven. Like, you didn't clean your apartment. She didn't put on makeup or try it all. Like, it didn't seem like either of you were very into this.
But, I hadn't done the dishes and the trash. And, like, I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes in, I felt her notice it, really. And, like, the vibe definitely changed.
Did you say anything about it?
No, before I even could, she just started going, like, I'm getting tired. I got to go. But I definitely want to come back and we'll finish the movie another time.
Well, that seems legit, though.
But she never called back, and, like, I feel she's totally blowing me off.
Okay.
Weird.
So what do you think it is?
I think it's the messy apartment, but usually I'm not messy at all. That's the crazy thing. Is just that was the one time that I didn't clean that day, or that week. I didn't at work a lot and didn't get a chance to clean up, and I guess I should always believe in myself.
I mean, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
I know, but there's nothing more depressing than when you clean up right before a date and then you come home alone to a spotless apartment and you're like, well, that was a double waste of time.
Rubs it in your face.
Yeah.
That's why I never clean too, bro. I feel you, man.
You and Jose are kindred spirits. So, all right. Well, we're going to play a song. We'll come back and we'll call Jody for you and try and get you your second date, okay?
All right. Maybe you can convince her I'm not a slob.
I mean, you're asking a lot from me. You're still really playing that needy role here. But we'll try our best, all right? We're going to do that next. You're just tuning in for the second date. We're on the phone with one of our listeners named Dan. And Dan, most people would probably look at your date and point out all the red flags.
Oh, okay.
You know, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
All right, I'm not going to call attention to the fact that you're anti-women wearing yoga pants. Or that you set a one-drink limit for yourself at the bar for some reason, or your unusually dirty apartment. And I'm especially not going to harp on the fact that it's only been 4 days since you met this woman.
Dang.
And now you're asking a radio station to contact her for you. I'm not going to point those things out.
Dude, kick him while he's down.
But what I will point out is that you, sir, have one of the best, and I really mean this, one of the best phone connections that we've ever heard.
You do
called
have a
into
good,
this show.
It is a good line.
And that's something no amount of red flags can ever take away from you.
You're going to jinx it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it is clear. It's very clear. Yeah.
I know. That's like 5 bars right there.
Yeah, I think so. Dan, just checking. I mean, is there anything else that we need to know that you're leaving out? Because sometimes people do that with us.
Look, I understand how you could twist this, but, like, here's the deal, right? Like, I like her. Like, who skimboards in a bar? You know, like, she's cool. Plus, honestly, like, I only watched a little bit of the movie with her before she left, and I want to see the end of the movie.
I will say, I think that's a good sign. It's a good sign of a devoted person. If you are actually willing to not finish a movie without someone else.
Yes. Dan, you're definitely one of our most devoted callers that we've ever had call in for a second date.
I think that's a compliment.
It's the biggest compliment I can give.
Or it's just there. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to call Jody for you and get your second date, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jody, please?
Who's calling?
Is this Jody?
Who's calling?
I asked you first, is this Jody?
That's fair.
It's her phone.
Okay. This is Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. Now you go. Is this Jody?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Hi,
okay.
Jody.
Hi.
She's so confused.
We're calling you today because we're doing something called a second date. Have you ever heard of that before?
Maybe, I don't know, like a long time ago. I don't know.
Okay, well, just to refresh your memory, it's if someone goes out on a date and afterwards they're not getting a call back, they can reach out to us and we'll call that person for you to figure out the reason why.
Oh, that's so weird.
Well, we're calling you because you recently went out with a guy. His name's Dan.
Oh.
Yeah, very recently.
Yeah.
Like 4 days ago, he said.
Yeah, I just went out with him.
He's eager, Jody.
He had a really good time with you, and he's wondering how you felt about it.
I don't know. I mean,
Because he did tell us about what happened on the date. He said you guys went to a bar, and he showed you how to, what was it, skin surfing?
Skimboard.
Skimboarding.
Skimboarding. Yeah?
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, okay. Sounds like you enjoyed that.
Well, you had to have enjoyed it because he said that, you guys went back to his apartment. So if you weren't having a good time, you would have left already.
Yeah, we did go back to his place to watch a movie. And, I mean, it was fine at first, but I guess I started feeling a little uncomfortable.
When did those uncomfortable feelings begin?
I feel like we're in a 6th grade sex ed class all of a sudden.
Yeah.
No, he was like a gentleman, right? Like, it wasn't like that, but I don't know. I wasn't there that long, and his apartment is just a little weird.
He did mention that it was kind of dirty. Yeah, he told us. Was that a turnoff?
I mean, a little of that maybe, but like, then I went and I used the restroom, and I noticed that there was like this snowman soap dish, which I just like thought was weird. And then when I came out, I noticed that there were like these Santa figurine things on like his coffee table, and there was like Christmas stuff on his mantle. And as I was coming out of the bathroom, I could see like the back corner of the room where we were sitting, like, and there was a big Christmas tree in the corner.
Man, you must have been like more than one drink in if you missed a Christmas tree when you walked in.
Well, it wasn't on when we got home. Obviously, like the lights were all off, but when I came out of the bathroom, he had turned the lights on the Christmas tree.
It was like mood lighting in his apartment?
Yeah, but it's like not Christmas time. I didn't know what was going on. I don't know. It was like a lot of stuff. Like, I kind of felt like he's like a Christmas freak or something. Like, I don't know, maybe it's like laziness. Maybe he just doesn't want to pack the stuff up.
So he's like either really lazy or he's obsessed with Christmas.
But why would that make you stop seeing somebody that you were having a good time with?
I mean, honestly, like, I haven't said no yet to like going out again. Like, I'm just trying to think about how to like bring up that I think it's like a little weird. I feel bad that I just like left.
Maybe in a Christmas card it would get across to him how you really felt.
I wonder if there was another way we could bring it up.
That's an interesting point, Jose.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Because maybe it's the right time to let you know, Jody, that Dan has been on the other line listening this entire time and wants to talk to you.
What? No.
Yeah, he sees you when he's sleeping, and he knows that you're awake.
Don't do that.
No. Shut up. He's not on the phone.
He is. Dan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey!
Hi, Jody.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Can I ask you a question? Are you like Jewish or something? Is that why the whole thing's offending you?
What? That's the question?
I was gonna ask her what she wanted.
It's a fair point.
No, I'm not actually, but I wouldn't say I'm offended by it. I just thought it was weird. Can I ask a question? You had a radio station call me?
Yeah, that might have been an overreaction.
Might.
I mean, it's only been like 4 days since I saw you. Like, I don't
my
understand.
experience, once it's like 5-6 days, a second date isn't going to happen, so I just wanted to figure it out either way.
I will say I'll back Dan on that because honestly, Jody, be honest, were you actually going to call him back?
I honestly was still thinking about it. That's honestly.
But the more days you think, the less the chances are of you calling him. It goes 6, 7, 8 days. Next thing you know,
It's exponential growth.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Okay, but the problem obviously comes from the Christmas decorations inside Dan's apartment. So, Dan, can you explain why do you have Christmas decorations up right now?
I like the holiday vibe, like it improves my spirit and attitude. If I'm having a bad day, I turn on the lights. It feels a little happier.
Dude, totally, man.
But all year long?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the thing about the holidays? It's like a special time of year. If you make it 12 months out of the year, then it's not special anymore.
I can understand that viewpoint. It's been working for me. I mean, this is the first year I've gone year-round, but I've definitely gone 6 months before, and if we're putting cards on the table, like I didn't even show you my reindeer.
What reindeer?
I have a whole collection of different stuffed reindeer, like 50 different ones, and they just make me feel better about things.
Oh, okay. Just 50 stuffed reindeer. That's not weird. Right, Jody?
Oh my God. I mean, it's the whole thing is weird. To have Christmas stuff up right now, I mean, to me, it's a little weird. I mean, I guess like maybe wanting to cheer yourself up is like a nice idea to just have, I don't know about these reindeer though, but the lights maybe.
I don't understand why you're hating on Christmas like this.
I don't think she's
wait a
hating
minute.
Christmas.
I'm not hating on it. I was surprised more than anything.
Okay, well, Dan, now you know what made her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And Jody, you know now that he's a little bit of a Christmas freak. So now that all the feelings are out there, what do you say, Jody, to going out with Dan one more time? We'll pay for it.
I mean...
And on top of this, we'll also throw in a free helping of Christmas cheer on the house.
Love it.
Dan, can I ask you, one more question?
Okay.
Would you be open to maybe just, toning it down a little bit? The tree, definitely. But maybe, the stocking,
Okay. Well, now
you have
you're
stockings, too?
Jody, you're getting a little controlling. You're trying to redecorate his entire apartment
Oh, my
now.
God.
Take away the tree. Take away Christmas.
No, I'm with you, Jody. Take it down, Dan.
Oh.
Look, I guess it's been far enough away from Christmas. I could get rid of some stuff, put it in the closet, the tree and stocking, but can I keep the snowman soap dish, though? I really like that when I wash my hands.
What do you think, Jody? Don't be a Scrooge.
I'm okay with the soap dish.
All right. So is that a yes? You guys are going to go out on another date?
Yeah, that's a yes.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
Look at the magic of the season does exist.
Yeah.
Holidays.
Now sing us out with a Christmas tune.
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here.
Santa Claus.
You guys like it? I changed Santa to Dan.
Yeah, we caught that. Yeah. Good, Dan.
In all the years that we've been doing second dates, we've heard about literally hundreds of different unique date ideas.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, cooking classes, hot air balloon rides, reverse horseback riding.
Whoa,
Wow.
wait a minute.
That's the one where the horse rides you.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
It's illegal in some states.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we've heard, it feels like basically everything.
Yeah.
Although I don't think we've ever heard about a first date quite like the one of our listeners went out on recently. His name is Daniel.
Okay.
And I think this is something that maybe Brooke would really be into. But
All right.
we're going to find out in just a second. First, let's talk to Daniel. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good.
Good, Daniel. Very formal this morning. I like that.
I like that about Daniel.
Yes.
So we'll get to your date in just a second. First, tell us about the girl you went out with. What's her name?
Her name is Olive Vera.
Oh, my God.
Olive Vera?
Like olive, like the
food
you eat, but it sounds like aloe vera.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a calamine lotion kind of. I noted that when I met her.
Sounds like some sort of dish soap.
Yeah. She sounds like
Don't knock
Right.
it. I kind of like it.
That's okay.
I'm into nature names.
Nature names.
Okay.
How'd you meet Olive Vera?
Well, that's also another kind of strange thing, too, because I met her outside of a flower shop.
Okay.
I was getting flowers for my mother,
Mhm.
and I don't normally ever do anything like that. But I was like, well, she's really attractive. So I was like, oh, do you recommend any type of bouquet to get?
Did your voice get 2 octaves deeper as well when you asked her?
Well, I tried to make my voice deeper than it actually is. Because when I'm like ordering stuff out at a bar, my voice hits this octave that I hate because I go higher usually. So I had to be conscious to keep my voice low.
Right.
It's always going to hit the flower shop right before you go to the bars.
Yeah.
Balance it out. How did that conversation with Aloe Vera go?
Well, it was good because she was like, oh, I recommend this thing. And we just chit-chatted and,
That's
you know.
cute.
Okay.
It sounds like it was a real, like, natural
icebreaker.
Yeah, totally.
It was. It really was. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, would you, again, lower voice, I was like, would you mind if I called you sometime?
Good one.
All right.
She giggled because she was like, you said that really weird. But I would enjoy that very much.
Yeah, so far so good.
Dude, it also helps that you were doing like a good thing. You were out buying flowers for your mom. Like, that's really sweet that some other girl caught you in the middle.
That'd be a green flag.
Right.
Is what we're going to call that. That's a green flag right
never
there.
heard what the opposite of a red flag
Well,
is.
I just made it up. That's why.
I like it.
Yeah.
And so you said that you took her out on a unique date. What did you guys end up doing?
I decided, I was like, we're going to go mine for gold.
Wait.
Whoa!
Dude, that is
Literally?
an awesome date.
Do people still do that?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, you can buy a bag of sand. I'm not lying.
Right.
You can buy this stuff online and you can do
Oh,
it
no,
yourself,
she's
like a
into this.
DIY
Like
thing.
a pan? You
You
can have a pan and actually
Yeah.
pan it.
They have bags of like riverbank sediment
Sure.
that you can buy.
I did that on like a 3rd grade field trip once.
It's awesome. Where'd you do it at? Was it a place or did you do it at your house?
Well, no. So that's the thing. I was like, well, we could do that, but I would much rather wear those big, huge rubber boots and be standing in a river and with a professional.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna
You're
sleuth.
choosing to do
Yeah.
that.
This is it.
Okay.
You don't think that sounds fun? You like money. That's what they're looking for.
I
They're
like
looking for
giving
gold.
money, not
Yeah.
doing hard work.
Just give her the money once you're done
Anyways.
hunting it.
What did Aloe Vera think about the date? How was her interaction?
That's, I guess, why I'm calling you guys, is because so we're in the river, right? There's some light splashing going on. We're flirting. She's, by the way, she's loving it.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
And at a certain point, as I'm talking, I know, like, she's kind of, like, further away from me.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. But I keep talking, and then she slowly just, like, drifted away.
Like caught in a current?
No, I'm not explaining this right. So she is kind of like staying there, and I'm kind of going away. But from my perspective, it looked like that.
Okay, so
You're
so
both
you're
going.
just you're choosing different areas to pan for gold.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe if you explained it in your deep voice, it would come,
Yeah.
come through a little more clearly.
Right. So I'm going around the bend, and now all of a sudden I can't see her anymore. And now I'm with these people that are also panning for gold. I'm like, oh my God, I need to get back to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the date is
Definitely.
more important than the gold.
Yeah.
Exactly, at this point. And so I get out of the river and I go back to where we were,
Mhm.
and she's not there.
What?
Oh.
Okay. I mean, maybe she just got out to go to the bathroom or something, right?
Sure.
Well, that's what I thought. So I asked one of the employees, I said, hey, did you see the woman I was with? And the guy was like, yeah, she left.
What do you mean she left?
Oh, what?
What?
So, yeah, no, she apparently went to one of the employees and asked them to call her a cab.
Oh.
And
Oh.
I called her. I left 2 voicemails, and she has yet to pick up any of those calls.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
I don't know. Some women could get really mad that you
Ooh.
took the attention off of her.
I
Like
would.
you,
Yep.
Yeah.
Guilty.
like that you're like, what? I thought we were doing this together, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're around the
On
corner,
your
and I'm
own.
just standing here by
Yeah,
myself.
It has to be.
But
something.
maybe there's a more logical explanation. Like, what if she dropped her phone in the river and didn't know where he was, and all she could do was like go and see if maybe she could get a cab on her own? Thought he left.
Not bad.
That's where my thought first went. But then I was like, well, she should have a new phone by now.
If we call her and a fish answers, we'll know that that's what happened, Jeffrey.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's find out. We're going to play a song. We'll come back and we'll get you your second date. All right, ma'am?
Thank you so much.
All right. I think we're going to title this second date Panning for Love.
Oh.
Like it.
It's already a success, even if we can't get them to go out on a date just from the title alone. But if you missed the first part, one of our listeners, Daniel, took a woman named Olivera out to pan for gold in the middle of a river outside town. He said they were actually having a pretty good time, but they got separated in their search for treasure. So Daniel went looking around, but never was able to find her. And he later learned that Olivera asked one of the employees to call her a cab. and she hasn't responded to any of Daniel's texts or voicemails since. So he's reached out to us for help in getting some answers. And Daniel, I never asked, did you end up walking away with any gold that day?
Good question.
Sadly, I did not.
Yeah.
You missed out on 2 treasures then.
Yeah.
I keep saying that no one mentioned, but she could have just found a huge gold pile and wanted to get out of there right away because she's rich now.
Yeah.
She disappeared off the map, guys.
I don't think so.
If she did, then I want the date that much more.
Yeah,
Now
right.
that she's rich.
Good call, Daniel.
All right.
Think of that.
Let's not waste any more time. I'm going to dial Olivera's number. We're going to try and get you your second date. You ready?
I really hope that she answers for you because she's sure as hell not answering for me.
All right, well, let's give it our best shot. Here we go.
Hello?
Okay.
Hi. This is off to a good start already. I'm looking for Olivera.
Yes, this is Olivera.
Hi, Olivera. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You know who we are?
Yes, I do. I listen to you guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. So,
Always after work and before work, and yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
We
okay.
appreciate
Well,
that.
all right. Sound like a little bit of a stalker now. A little bit too invested.
We do have a podcast.
I will take it.
Okay. But then if you're a listener, you're probably familiar with the segment we do called The Second Date.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay. So we're calling you because one of our listeners reached out hoping to get in touch with you, and you've been blowing him off lately. His name is Daniel.
Why would you want to talk with me, my God?
Really?
Oh.
He likes
Do you really think that lowly of yourself? Like,
Yeah.
He thinks you're awesome.
Oh, no. It's just really strange what happened. So, like I told you, I've heard you guys do these before, so I'm just very curious what he told you.
well, basically, he said that he took you out to pan for gold in a place just outside of town.
Which
and-
sounded like a really fun date.
Yeah.
Depending who you ask.
Yeah. to me.
He painted it as a really nice time, and you guys were having fun, splashing around in the river, and you got separated for a little bit. Am I already wrong?
Yes. No, that's all right.
So why are you laughing then?
It's I can't believe he would tell you what happened.
Well, it sounded fun, like you were flirting and like,
Yeah.
splashing each other.
Just like that.
Yeah. Aren't you
Well,
cute?
did he mention that we went for a couple of beers at the saloon?
Beforehand?
Yeah, at the Gold Rush place there was a saloon, and
Oh, cool.
He did not mention that, but that actually makes the date sound even better to me.
I could get behind if I was drinking.
Couple of brews, some gold.
Why is that a bad thing?
well, let's just say we had a couple beers, and we were off on our way to go mine this gold, and then he turns back and he says, "You know what? I'm going to do this like the old miners would," and takes down some shots.
Oh.
By himself?
Yeah, he orders 2 and downs them both.
Dang.
Rude.
Sounds fun.
I don't know. That's a red flag. It's fun if you do it as a group. It's not. It's like a problem if you're drinking shots by yourself.
Maybe he's nervous.
That's
Maybe
fair.
he's nervous and he's worried, like he wants to be impressive to you.
But he's already
She
had a
could
couple
take 2
beers.
shots too.
Yeah, but why didn't he ask you? Do you know?
Yeah, that's the question.
I'm not really sure. It just was the first kind of like, oh, okay, well, let me just overlook this and let's keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the first.
Yeah, and so we get to this place where we're mining, and then before I knew it, he was gone, and I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, he mentioned you guys got separated.
Yeah, we definitely got separated, and then I walk out of the water, and this guy comes up to me who's not Daniel, and he's like, your boyfriend's sick in the head.
Whoa.
Was he?
Whoa.
Was it like haha jokey or?
No, he was angry, like
Oh.
yelling, and I was like, what?
Why?
Oh, well, I'm sorry, he's not my boyfriend. What happened?
Yeah, what did happen?
Well, he had his pants dropped and said, oh, I'm panning for gold, and had his junk on the pan and said, look, I found a nugget.
No. Oh, my God.
No.
Wait a second.
Whoa.
He dropped his pants and put his junk on the dish.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, that would make gold mining more exciting. I guess.
So that's what the guy said, but I didn't see it.
Oh,
so
my
I was just like,
goodness.
let me just get out of here because I do not want to deal with someone who can't handle their liquor like this.
Okay.
And it shows me his
junk.
Yeah.
I mean,
uncomfortable.
That is weird.
it's weird, but it sounds a little far-fetched. I don't know if I
How
actually.
do you not believe that?
Well, you
Wouldn't
just
the whole
immediately believe that?
Well, fine. Ask him.
I think we should. I think we should ask him, Oliveira, because as you probably already know, Daniel's been on the other line listening, and he wants to talk with you.
Oh my God, I forgot you guys do that part.
Yeah.
Hi, Oliveira. I'm really sorry. I don't really know what to say. I'm really, really embarrassed, and I can't believe I did that. And I didn't know that you saw that.
I didn't see it. Someone told me, thank God.
Oh my gosh.
That's almost worse.
Yeah. But at least it was impressive enough where another guy had to brag to you about it. So maybe there's a positive light.
I don't think it was a brag.
I can't believe you're admitting this happened. Oh my gosh.
Well, the thing is, I didn't eat that day.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, those shots went right through me, and I was just so nervous because she's so pretty, and I just...
What?
So
You're
I whip my junk out.
I'm so nervous. There's these strangers standing around me, and I think, what else could I do but pull my pants down?
That's what I do when I'm nervous. I flash strangers.
Put it right on the pants.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting even more weird.
For real.
In college, I used to do that all the time. Like, I was known as this guy who was pretty outrageous. And, you know, and whenever we would have, like, a rager, like a raging party,
Love those.
they would expect it, and they'd be like, yeah, well, yo, pan for gold, pan for gold, pan for gold.
I can see that,
Yeah.
dude.
It was like a chant.
Oh,
Okay.
For the record, everyone here's all embarrassed. I love the joke, bro.
I mean,
Hilarious.
it's the timing that's the
Exactly.
issue.
Yeah.
If it was at a party and you're in college, and
I
you're
would
at a
chant that
rager,
too.
Yeah,
right?
I would
but
too. I'd be next
Not
to you.
gold panning.
with strangers sober in the middle of a day standing in a river, like it's a.
Well, I'm glad you guys are all enjoying this because I don't think this would be funny anywhere. In college, on a river, it doesn't matter to me.
Well, now you're just being harsh.
No.
Daniel,
Kind of.
you put yourself in a pretty big hole here. Can you try and dig yourself out? No pun intended.
I liked it. I liked it.
I'm embarrassed that I did that. I mean, I see Oliveira's point, but I still really like you, and
Yeah.
I'm admitting that it was wrong.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
That's
That's
a big move, I think. Just to know that he made a mistake, he's owning up to it, and he wants to do better next time. So Oliveira, well, actually, before I ask, I need to know, Daniel, do you have your pants on right now?
Yeah, come on.
I just want to make sure.
Everything is on.
He sounds
Look at
sober.
that. He's a changed man, Oliveira. And with that said, we would love to send you two on a second date, and we'll pay for it.
No, I'm not chaperoning someone anymore. I'm so over people getting drunk on dates and then, like, I become a mother.
Well, what if he doesn't drink?
What if you drink?
I can stand behind that.
Listen. On the date, I will show you the party trick.
What?
No.
Whoa. That is not what. How did you interpret that?
Dan,
That's what she wanted.
It's the opposite of what I was saying.
Yeah, don't do
Look, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying it's pretty impressive.
Oh my god.
Party trick. Party trick.
Okay, yeah. What is it? Pan for gold.
Yeah.
Pan for gold. Pan for gold.
I'm hanging up now.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Yeah, please don't listen to other stations.